not without controversy, because the Integrity Commission is tasked with establishing codes of conduct, and we know that there are reports of the code of conduct not being signed by members of the House, all members of the House. We also should know that the code essentially reflects the 7 principles of public life, which was adopted in this jurisdiction. But how do we receive, investigate, and report on complaints of departure from the code of conduct if the code of conduct is not signed? What are your thoughts? Member Lee?
If the code of conduct is not signed, Madam, well, I'm thinking in this case we may have to revisit why are the reasons why the code of conduct was not signed by those members. Clearly there are concerns. And I mean, we would have a new set of parliamentarians coming in, because I'm thinking that was before the last general elections. And I think those members would have to also be new members would have to be brought up to speed in terms of what the code entails, the explanations would have to be given to them, and a full breakdown. And we could also possibly look at an entire re-engagement with all parliamentarians on the code, and then perhaps have the concerns discussed for both new parliamentarians coming in that would need to sign the code, and for those who previously were in parliament that did not sign. And then we could ventilate from that matter, because obviously there are some issues surrounding why older members, meaning members who are not serving as first-term MPs, would have not signed. And in terms of what those issues are, I am not clear. But I would say if there are concerns, then we would need to have that discussion, as well as consider the new MPs.
Yes. Member Whittle?
Well, I do agree with the observation made by Member Lee in terms of first thing to find out the reasons why members did not sign. And then from there we can make a determination as to how we move forward.
So what is clear is that if the code is not signed by members, then the committee would not be able to discharge its duty of receiving, investigating, and reporting on any complaints of departure by members from the code.
So, Madam Chair, does this mean what we mentioned earlier, that we would not be able to, bring anyone back to the committee meeting to discuss any matter? That there may be a departure from said code?
I think the committee would have to report to the House and inquire what is the status of the political code of conduct, and what are the reasons for the non-signature by members, and a discussion be had around that. But I think what currently obtains would make it difficult for the committee to discharge its duties unless the matter of the political code of conduct is interrogated. Yes? Member Lee, you're not, please go on, Mike.
No, I was just trying to get some clarity, Chair, that so it's a situation where unless everyone agrees to the code of conduct, then you're saying it cannot be applied to the committee.
Well, I think this is a matter that we will have to, this is a matter that we will have to discuss and seek some regularization around. What is the status of the political code of conduct? We know that let me just pull up. Just give me a minute.
Cartoons make complex ideas easy to understand and are incredibly effective at teaching.
Just a minute. I'm coming.
Blessed is the man that walketh not in the counsel of the ungodly, nor standeth in the ways of sinners, nor sitteth in the seat of the scornful. But his delight is in the law of the Lord, and in his law do we meditate day and night. For we shall be like trees planted by the rivers of water, that bringeth forth our fruit in our season. Our leaves shall not wither, and whatsoever we do shall prosper. Welcome to Talk Jamaica for this year Sunday evening. Yeah. What a Sunday evening. Can I tell you? I've been listening to these clips, and Rattigan, they went in depth yesterday evening. They went in depth. I am not going in depth. I just want you to listen to the hypocrisy with these GLP members of parliament. They know why they never signed the leadership code of conduct and come into the ethics committee talking about a political code of conduct. Lightning should have strike, Uno. Lightning should have strike, Uno. Uno wicked, you know? What kind of wicked set of people them here are lead Jamaica? What are these people? Nah, man. Let me just play some more.
All right, so we know that Section 6(1)(g) of the Integrity Commission Act stipulates that the functions of the commission shall be to prepare codes of conduct and other advisory material relating to corruption and guide public bodies in respect of matters within the purview of this act. We also know that this act has been under review for some time. Outside of the code of conduct for ministers, I believe that the only code that exists is the one that was prepared by the Integrity Commission.
Listen to her now. No, listen to her.
Right.
Listen, Marley.
Well, these are matters that we have to discuss as we are looking at the functions of the committee, because if we are to discharge our duties properly, then we will have to deal with the issues. Member Cuthbert Flynn?
I just want to, well, you know, I cannot remember if I've ever received such a document to sign.
You're right. You can't remember because you were told not to sign. These people?
All right, so in the public domain, we see
Ease her out a little bit. Good evening, everybody. Welcome to Talk Jamaica. Blessed is the man that walketh not in the counsel of the ungodly, nor standeth in the ways of sinners, nor sitteth in the seat of the scornful. But his delight is in the law of the Lord, and in his law do we meditate day and night. For we shall be like trees planted by the rivers of water, that bringeth forth our fruit in our season. Our leaves shall not wither, and whatsoever we do shall prosper. We have Ralston Iman on the line right away. Raleigh,
The
good
ungodly
evening.
are not so, but they're like the ungodly are not so, but they're like the chaff that the wind drive it away. Therefore,
Yeah,
the
man.
ungodly shall not stand in his judgment, nor sinners in
The
the
sinners in the
congregation of the
congregation of
righteous.
the righteous. Yes, Rasta.
Yeah, man. Bless them.
Yeah, man. What go on? How the weekend?
Yeah, man. We're there, man. We're good, man.
All right, brother. I'm a dip on the rock, yeah. So we
Yeah.
definitely have to link up in a few days.
All
Raleigh,
right.
give us an update of how the week closed. We never had a show yesterday morning, so let the people them know what went down.
All right. So one of the biggest developments was the Naira bill. The whole thing about Naira, which the man them want to get a blank check to spend taxpayers' money. Them 512 billion Jamaican dollars over borrow. Them want to spend it without any accountability. So that was one of the biggest thing. The next thing was that them heed the prudent advice of not lifting the $4 cap, 450 cap on petroleum prices, because if them do that, all them do is inflate the economy more and push it into a deep recession. Bank of Jamaica wanted to mop up 28 billion, them get 41 billion. Bank of Jamaica intervened at the foreign exchange markets with 90 million for people who want to pay for capital goods, raw materials, and spare parts. The man them wanted 105 million. So there were two interventions. First, them come with $40 million, and the man them wanted $105 million. And then Friday, them come back with 50, yeah, and the man them wanted $105 million. So there was an excess demand of foreign exchange of 15 million last week by producers. We say CB, Caribbean Broilers, so they might invest $1 billion in pork and egg production. So those were the big things last week.
But that the last one was actually the more fruitful one.
Yeah, man. That was the only positive development. Stock market fall for most of the week, particularly the companies that are the manufacturing sector, because people are not going at the real sectors of the economy.
Where did oil end up on the world market?
Brent ended up $104 and West Texas ended up at $94. Brent was $104.50 because the Iranians themselves they're not talking with America. Abbas Arachi, the Iranian foreign minister, him went to Islamabad, then him went to Muscat in Oman, and then him gone to Moscow to talk to Putin and Sergei Lavrov. Them say them not really interested in discussions with America because them can't trust America. Last night there was an assassination attempt, or so it is called, on President Trump at the Correspondence Bar last night.
You mean the little man who run past the security them?
Yeah. Many people believe it was staged,
Yes.
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 Yeah, man. Mm-hmm.
No, Raleigh, with all that have been said, and the war don't seems that we're coming to an end anytime soon.
Mm-hmm.
Where are we now? Going 9 weeks since the beginning of the war?
Yeah, man.
And the Jamaican government has not officially communicated to the people of Jamaica on the direction that they will be taking the country through this terrible time. What does that say about this government?
So that they have abdicated the responsibility to the people, because every other government in the world have been talking to them people. Up to this morning, the Bank of England said, boy, there's going to be a huge stock market correction in the UK and Europe. It means stock prices are going to fall and wealth will get destroyed and people will get poorer.
But our government don't seems to believe that they have a responsibility to say anything to the Jamaicans.
To the Jamaican people, yeah.
What can go so? What kind of governance?
Very poor. Pedro Sanchez and all of the left-leaning leaders in the world met recently and them talk about it. Ursula von der Leyen and the people from Europe meeting at Cyprus last week and them talk about it. This government is the only government in the world when I say nothing about them things. So you wonder how them are governed.
I am a bit nervous because it is my humble view that at this stage they don't know what to say to the people.
I agree. But if they were properly running the country, then I don't watch the world, then I know what to say to the people.
But if you don't know what to say, PGA Partisan says silence cannot be misinterpreted.
Precisely. So that is a position, but silence is not adequate at this time. You need communication with the people to give them a sense of direction as to where you're going. And that is why everybody is confused. And that is why everybody's so pessimistic, because they're not getting a direction from the man them who said them around the place.
You mentioned the Nara earlier, Ralston.
Mm-hmm.
And that is the most scariest thing for me.
Mm-hmm.
Because it is and tell me if I am getting this wrong, but I see this as the most blatant attempt by Prime Minister Holness to bring Jamaica into a dictatorship. Marlene Malahou Ford, in her presentation, said Nara, based on how the bill make it out, can create laws. Nara, as it is said in the bill, can do anything. And really the man at the helm is not the CEO. It is the Prime Minister.
Mm-hmm.
And therefore, the Prime Minister is working out a situation where he and him alone, not even his cabinet, can intervene when him decide to circumvent the local authorities, i.e. the parish councils, circumvent places like NEPA. What kind of bill this?
Yeah, well, we find that totally unacceptable. It come out of the Donald Trump playbook, and we can't accept that. We don't have a king in Jamaica, we're a prime minister. So we have to make it clear, so we're not accepting that. So the opposition spoke in parliament. Marlene from their side also spoke in parliament. The opposition need to come on the road and break it down to the people and make them understand. We don't have a king, we have a prime minister which must be held accountable to the people of Jamaica. He's not a king.
But let me say this to the people of Jamaica and the world. There's nothing the opposition can do to stop this bill from becoming law, you know.
Precisely. But the what them can do in order to stop it from becoming law is to educate the people and rise up the people so that the people try to hold the government accountable. But if them are going to do it in a parliament alone, them don't stand a chance because the man them are going to outvote them. So them have to depend on people power. So them have a responsibility because most people don't know nothing about what Nara do and what Nara do, you know. Yep. And what is in thing. Them have to come out and explain to the people in simple terms what is Nara and the threat posed to the country by Nara. That's the only thing that them can do. But if they just go by parliamentary vote, them can't do nothing about it.
No, because all it needs to become law is a simple majority vote in both houses of the parliament, which the government have.
The majority. Yeah, man. Mm-hmm.
So this is scary, very scary.
Of course, it is scary. And that is why we are saying that even a day like today, we believe that the opposition would have some broadcast or some meeting where them try and explain that to the people. That can't be just a one-day parliamentary talk and then it just allow it.
Well,
it is just
I can tell you there was a meeting. The opposition did have a meeting today. The National Executive Council met in St. Mary today. And there are a lot of views coming out of that meeting. And I am hoping that we will be hearing something significant or seeing some significant movements. Because the Prime Minister of Jamaica has tabled a bill that gives him awesome powers to do about anything he wants to do.
Yep. And I'm saying that given his background and given the problems that the country has with his accountability already, we can't work with that. Because his track record in terms of accountability is very spotty.
Very.
Yeah? Yeah, man.
And
so we can't work with
today, there's a big cloud hanging over his head.
Yeah, man. Yep. So how we give a man like that so much power? And we know from research and history that in accounting things spotted. No, we can't work with that, brother. So we have to inform and rise up the whole Jamaica against that. I want money we're talking about now, the future of our children and grandchildren and great grandchildren. Yep.
More than $500 billion.
Yeah, man, that can't work, brother. Can't work. Can't work.
That will put Jamaica in debt for a very long time.
Yeah, man. Long time. Can't work. Cannot work. So the opposition need the support of the public. So they have to come to the public in a simple language and make the people them know, say, this is why we're against this thing. This is the damage that it is going to do, and this is why we're against it. Yep. Opposition need the help of the public, and the public need the help of the opposition in explaining the thing.
The opposition back in the 70s accused Michael Manley of wanting to turn Jamaica in a communist country. You remember that rally?
Yeah, man.
Was there any documentation, anything to prove that Michael Manley had such tendencies?
No, it was just political propaganda. It was just propaganda. Yep.
But
Michael Manley was very democratic, more democratic than this government that we have right now.
But I will say it here. I will say it here. That here is a document. It is now documented.
Yeah, man.
That Andrew Holness is a dictator.
Yeah, man.
If it is not so, then it is incompetence with the drafts people who draft this bill.
Yeah, but they would have drafted it on his instructions, so it still go back to him. Yeah, man. Go back to him. Yeah,
so
man.
if there's incompetence, it is him.
Yeah, man. Yeah,
but
man.
I don't think it is incompetent, Raleigh. I think it is the dictatorship tendency coming to the fore.
Yeah, and we have seen several signs of this. It's just that this one is more bare-faced. You might get more bare-faced now.
That is it.
Lack of respect for everybody. Yep. Yeah, bare-faced. Yeah, man.
The Prime Minister can step in. There's a step-in order where if a municipal corporation refuses to give the necessary permit in the time that NARA wants it, the Prime Minister can step in and grant that permit as if it is the local authority, the parish council, that grants the permit.
We can't work with that. We can't work with that. And this
power.
Yeah, man. We cannot work with that. Cannot work with that, brother. Yep. I remember we have incidents of that nature, even in his own personal business already. You know? So we can't give him that kind of carte blanche, brother. Remember him records spotting and everything, accountability, approvals, all kind of something. Remember, so we have that kind of history and that background. Yep. Just bare-faced, man.
Why did the bill take so long to come to the parliament? It's nearly 5 months
and then
now
they come
that the
with
Prime Minister had announced it.
Yeah, and they come with the foolishness.
Is it foolishness or disrespect?
Both of them are a combination of foolishness and disrespect. Because a foolish bill and there's a big disrespect for believing they can go to the parliament and get something like that through the parliament and people have a problem with it.
But what do you say to people like Delroy Williams? Is Delroy Feder the former mayor?
Yeah, man, but them that was lucky.
Dwayne Smith. In fact, my information is that what they presented, the law of civil right, was given to them to read.
Yeah, man, lucky them, man. Lucky. Yeah, man, that was lucky them.
Hold on. Come in like Paul Bogle them. Hey, you know, said this morning I was driving and I said to myself, it looked like a bloodline water down Raleigh.
Yeah, man, of course.
Because no Paul Bogleness and no nanniness no left in away.
No, I remember say the same setup like in America, the same playbook. Yeah, where you have the king and then you just have the subjects them who just approve rubber stamp everything what the king say. The same playbook them have been have.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, same thing.
And we have to give thanks for Marlene Malawi Fort, even though we still see her as a hypocrite. We have to give thanks because I tell you something, I don't know how many people realize it. it is no less than 6 times in our presentation. She said the bill have to rework, you know.
Yeah, man.
No less
applaud her
than
for that.
6 times in her
Yep.
presentation. She said this bill have to be reworked.
And it is significant that we tell the public that she was their former attorney general.
Oh, yes.
Yep.
Meaning
The
that she was
public
the
needs to know
legal
that.
advisor to the government.
Advisor. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Yep.
The program is called Talk Jamaica, so we're going to open the phone lines 1-876-804-7072 and invite your calls to talk about this piece of bill that the Prime Minister brought to the Parliament, disrespecting the cabinet, because the bill doesn't need cabinet approval for anything, you know, people. The bill don't need cabinet approval. So his ministers now have no say in the bill. Oh,
We can't allow that, man. Remember, him alone want to spend $500 billion in our borrowed money now. We can't give him that kind of responsibility because him not have the level of competence and him not have the level of financial integrity. Remember, 5 years now, the Prime Minister can't account for how him getting money now.
Can't tell the people of
5.
Jamaica where money come from.
Yeah,
and
5 consecutive years.
And he want to spend $500 billion all by
Borrowed
himself.
money. No, man, that can't work, man. That can't work.
Welcome
That
to Talk
cannot
Jamaica.
work.
Good evening.
Good evening, Uncle Ralston.
Good evening.
You both are on my fellows in the fellowship here on Colin Bell Show.
Yeah.
But you know what? Responsibility on with Andrew Owen is not a word that he understand or even do at all. We shouldn't use the word responsibility, Uncle Ralston. Spotty.
Mm-hmm.
You shouldn't use
Yeah,
the
man.
word spotty because spotty mean like there's a dot here, there's a dot there, there's a dot. It blatantly riddled with spots.
Yeah, man.
They said the man dirty.
Yeah, man. It's true.
Dirty. You give it. Remember, you know, the man borrowed these, get this loan and grants and everything. The money off the Melissa catastrophic impact on Jamaica, you know, to rebuild Jamaica. 4 months.
Mm-hmm.
4 months, and now him a rush it through with all these, as you said, dirty, riddled with spots in this Nara bill.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Not even that. The same one of just one. I may I pray for 4 more or 5 more. Say no, you know, just like what
Marlene
Malahu Ford said. But I had to
hold on, caller. I am of the opinion that if this thing is put to a vote tomorrow morning, she might vote yes generally. You think so?
What?
Marlene, you think if
Repeat
it is
that.
put to... I am saying I am of the opinion that if this thing is put to a vote on Tuesday, she might vote yes.
But she'd only do further damage to her credibility if she do that. I remember her credibility already suspect, and the conversation that she had last week was something that was helping her to regain credibility, so she couldn't go back and do that again.
Well,
she'd have ruined herself professionally. Yep.
Somebody's asking
But
if the hold on, caller. Somebody's asking if the bill needs to go through the Senate. Yes. But also remember that they have the majority in the Senate. It is 13 GLP members in the Senate and 8 PNP. The bill only needs a simple majority. So once all of them vote, or even 10 of them vote yes, and one maybe not there or so, or it will go through. Go ahead, caller.
But it needs reworking, she said. The bill in this form. And she pointed out her 13, clause 13 and this. And from the opposition side, so many clauses. ISAT came out with so much things there because you know what my opinion in this thing, you know, when you incorporate in a corporation or an association And you have to have an article of association listing all the things that the corporation is going to be.
Yes.
And you have to put in there a board of directors. So you have a CEO and you have a chairman of the board. This coming like an incomplete article of association. On top of that, this come across like this man, Mr. Onis, is head crook and buckle washer. So it's like the whole NARA bill need to be revamped and redone with not just him doing the compilation of it with his team. It should include all the other bodies from academia to PSOJ to everybody. It should include everybody input on this NARA.
That's correct. Yeah, man. I'm going like him a king. Yeah, man. That's correct.
And we don't have no king of Jamaica, a one king in the Commonwealth, and a Charles.
Yeah, man.
All right, Carl.
That's correct.
Okay.
Thank you. This Prime Minister, yeah? Is he the most dangerous Prime Minister we have ever had, Raleigh?
Yeah, man. Nobody else has gone that far.
That's how I see this now. This man is
the most
dangerous man to ever run this country.
Yeah, man. Nobody else has gone that far.
Ed boy, good evening. Welcome to Talk Jamaica. Go ahead.
Good evening. Bye. I missed you yesterday. I searched the whole internet wondering if I capture them. I was gonna send out the SOS.
No, but we did say it Wednesday evening that we wouldn't be on Saturday morning. We'll be back Sunday evening.
Oh, I didn't listen to Wednesday, that's why.
Sorry about that.
I didn't hear Wednesday.
All right.
Yeah, man, no problem. But good evening to Professor Raleigh, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man, blessings. Yeah, man.
No, I don't think we have to beat up with gum over this. You know what I dubbed this bill? It named Now Walk. Yeah?
Now Walk.
Yeah, man.
Now,
yeah, man.
Because this cannot be NARA that was conceptualized previously by Peter Patterson after the hurricanes of Ivan. Yeah? No, Colin, one of the things that shocks me in this bill, and you just said it, was how on God's earth, this bill is going to give power over after we have incorporated properly. We have the 3 pieces of legislation that give the power to local authorities to act. This bill is going to circumvent the authority from the municipal corporations.
It is also circumventing NEPA.
Yeah.
It is also circumventing the fire brigade.
No, this is sick.
It is any agency that has to give approval for any project, this bill circumvents them.
No, but that is crazy. And not only that, but I don't think, and I must commend the PNP for its response in the parliament. But this is not, that response in the parliament is not sufficient, you know. Colin,
that's the point I'm making. We need to come a road.
Yes.
Yes, this is the only time I'm prepared to leave where I'm and come home and join them in the picket line. You are talking about, remember, you know, this man have no damn manners, and I'm really pissed about this bill because understand, we are taking on debt. Andrew going dead within the next 20 to 30 years, God forbid, because the Bible says 3 score and 10. Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
I am a young man, right? All of the all of them in a parliament going go out them yard and dead eventually. We will have to repay this debt.
And our children and their children.
There is no consultation with the public. In fact, I understand the urgency of NARA, but I don't want you next Tuesday that there's going to be no discussions on NARA again. It needs to go to a joint select committee of the parliament. That's one.
Before it goes there, the bill needs to be redrafted.
No. Obviously, the bill has to redraft, Colin. We all agree that the bill has to redraft.
Yes.
But that is the first step it has to take in its redrafting stage. It must go to a joint select committee. Yes? Then, in addition to that, not that it must only go to a joint select committee, we must have right away a board that is established, a proposed board that is going to sit on NARA, which has persons from the opposition. Might I remind you and Ralston that in 2005, Edward George Philip Siaga, yes, participated in the NARA, at the time, that helped to rebuild Rocky Point. PJ Patterson didn't stop him. He allowed him to sit on the same NARA committee. Go back and check your notes. He was there. In fact, the sitting MP of Southeast Clarendon, Rudyard Spence at the time, was an active member of NARA.
Was it called NARA then?
That's how we were able to rebuild Portland Cottage.
Hold on. Was it called NARA back then? What was the name of it back then?
It was the same NARA. Nothing changed.
That was the name?
No, that was the name.
Where, say?
Go and check it again.
Yeah.
It was the same name. And let me tell them about the Labour right there, that them lazy, you know. They're not bright. Understand, the Jamaica Labour Party do not have bright people in it. What they have is some people who are good at parroting things that they read. Yeah? So they have looked at the whole augmentation that we did in 2005, which was called a National Reconstruction. I don't think it had the full NARA acronym, but it was called National Reconstruction. Yeah?
Yeah, man. Yeah.
And
the concept came from there.
They have looked at it, right, word for line for line, and then take out some of the aspects of it. But the point to hurt me, Colin.
Somebody said it was National Reconstruction Authority.
Yeah, man.
This old thieving boy from Cumberland Road who sits in the office of the Prime Minister. And I have no, and forgive me for speak this way, Colin.
Boy, he might call them thing upon himself. I don't like when I address him like that, but he might call them sitting upon himself.
No, you never hear me talk this way.
Yeah.
Why does he think that it is within his right and purview to have such authority to determine what and what? This is the greatest debt the country is going to take on. And then this Kunomunu come and sell us him snake eyes man salesmanship nonsense. Then I am disappointed in Delano. Delano, let me tell you something. You're my brethren, you know. But I never know you're so gullible. And so, yes, when people want acceptance, they will do any and everything to get acceptance. But Colin, I want to move quickly away from NARA as I go. Because this week I saw something happen in Western St. Mary. Right? And I am livid about it. I am happy that the people are getting access to housing and land in Galena. This is something that from time immemorial that Galena has been advocating for in Western St. Mary. Brilliant.
Yeah.
But you know what? The man them announced that they're going to be doing 360 housing solutions plus lots. Colin, is the same company who build Edmund Ridge man them get the contract, you know?
We build the paper house them?
Did you hear what I said? The same people them.
Hold on, Ed boy, don't move. Hold on, don't move. Hello, good evening. Welcome to Talk Jamaica. Hello, good evening. Yes, Ed boy, continue.
Yeah, so it's the same people who built the Edmund Ridge. Go and check it. It's a Chinese company.
But you see,
their name is Enan Firth, right?
Let me tell you one of the problems. Let me tell you something else that is in the NARA. If the NARA decide to give a contract to you, Ed boy, them have to send your name to cabinet first. The cabinet.
And cabinet has to be in agreement with you.
Right. And that is also now a policy for political victimization. So the likes of you and me can't get a contract under NARA.
No, but hold on, no. But it's worse than that. You know the good part about it? And I am calling, and I think the opposition needs to be more strident. And I'm saying this. Start to write the letters to the different agencies internationally that gave us funding. Remember, you know, Bruce Golding went on bad note us 2006, 2007 overseas, you know. Yeah? It is now time for us to embarrass them. I'll tell you why I say it. Look at what they're doing. The private sector amount, and I think Raleigh can help me, I think it's about $2 billion is set aside for the private sector. Yeah?
2.4, yeah. 2.4, yeah.
Right. Why should a political board decide? I have my legitimate company. I have been in construction all my life. I am a legitimate water distributor or desalination distributor, whatever that the country needs urgently. Why should I have to go through a flipping cabinet to apply to them for them to say we agree to give you funding that is not? Really remember that funding is not for them, you know?
No,
It's
it's for
not their
private sector.
determination, really, you know. It's for the private sector. So I'm asking, will the private sector have to go through the same hoop? It cannot be fair. And then they move
NARA,
the scale of projects now.
NARA have the authority to do private projects as well, you know, bro.
But Colin, this is fundamentally the problem. Move the scale from 150, because let's be real, let's be realistic. Any investor coming into Jamaica, a $15 million our Darrell and him friend them splurge when them going to Europe. Yeah? You could literally tell a man to go spend to get $15 million for what? What can $15 million can even do a water project in Jamaica? Yeah? It is unfair what they're doing. And let me tell you something. This is going to cause revolution in Jamaica. And I am prepared to die on the picket line if needs come, because this will never happen in Jamaica. If so be the case, mash up NARA. We don't want a reconstruction. Make we build out our pocket. Yeah? Mash it up.
This NARA thing, it can't work. But I believe...
As I said, NARA, work.
I believe the opposition have a responsibility to educate the people of Jamaica.
We don't need no education now. Everybody in Jamaica agree they must take to the streets. Enough of the pretty talking and the fancy talking. I heard that a very good NEC today in St. Mary. But talking at these functions don't help you. Use this now.
Yeah, but I believe
14 parishes.
I believe, Ed Boy, that you need the buy-in of quote-unquote labor rights and people who say them no business. You need to get them on board. You don't want it to be a PNP thing. You understand what I say, Raleigh?
No, it's a national effort.
A national effort.
Colin and Raleigh, I agree with you. But let me tell you something. Which labor right is going to join you? When we have been talking about for the last 12 years. Malawi was an exception. You know why Malawi did it? She's trying to save the government the shame, because remember what happened to her after the 3 to 5 cases that she lose in court. So this is self-preservation. It's not necessarily that she agrees, but she's saying, look here, we're not going to get embarrassment again, you know. Best thing we're going to do is fix it before it comes. That's exactly what she's doing. So my simple point as I go, Colin, we can't continue doing the same thing over and over and expect a different result. This cannot stand. I have never been so angry in my life regarding anything concerning Jamaica. And the point to hurt me, you know, when you know how these criminals who sit in high offices have siphoned off millions, almost billions of taxpayers' money, and you must go give them to go hold the cookie jar. Is who steal the cookie jar? Is it the member from Central? I won't call no consequence. You're gone. You hear?
All right,
catch
brother.
Them next time.
Blessings, Ed Boy. Somebody saying that they will force the bill through the parliament and PNP will have to take them to court. You think they're going to force this bill through the parliament, Raleigh? Raleigh? Ralston? I'm not hearing Raleigh. Marshy.
You.
Wow,
yeah, man. Evening.
Yes.
May I get feedback? May I get a feedback from you?
Yeah, get a feedback from me.
Yes, every talk echo back. No, different now. Me not hear now.
All right.
You still hearing me now?
Yes, man.
All right. Tell me something. We cannot find 4 more somebody with the guts or the courage of Malawi Fort. We can't find them in the JLP.
Me don't know. You have to tell me if they're over there.
They don't have to vote. Can you just abstain?
Well, and Raleigh, you back with us?
Yeah. Yes, I'm back.
Yeah, man. If they can do what? Abstain?
Abstain. They don't have to vote. Just abstain.
And then how the people must sing for their supper. If them abstain, where them all get supper from?
Well, because this thing, you know, it's a national redestruction, you know. And what me pronounce it right?
Excellent. You remember the acronym excellent came with the other evening rally?
Yeah.
A novel approach to rob and rape with autonomy.
Yeah, man.
Mighty God.
What is this?
No, that thing is serious. Well, I'm saying to the PNP, I am a party worker. You see this song that they sing, March we are march.
Yes.
Anything them broke down, we are going to build back.
Mm.
Better than before? No. If they're going to sit back and don't take to the street with this, start sing that song.
Yes, we need to march. No, we need to march.
We need it now.
Because it's a song where both Labour Right and PNP sing and love, you know. So let's all march.
Yes, yes. So if we not gonna do anything this week, and this week not that, you know.
This week.
If we not gonna do anything, stop singing it, don't sing it, and make we just throw up and make this despot, autocratic, absolute. Well, I don't know where they come from. But make that man go and do them in the case.
Hold on the marshal. Go ahead, Raleigh.
Yeah, what I say, you have to mobilize, you have to educate the people. You know, get them mobilized if you don't educate them, because most of the people don't know what we're talking about. So you have to educate the people. Yes. Them not gonna come if them don't know what them are going for. Yep. Yes. You have to mobilize them with education. Yep.
And we want them to be sure and understand what can happen if a bill like this is put into law.
Yeah, man. The majority of Jamaican people don't know where I'm going.
And the people who say they are journalists in this country too. We need to take them on too, because what they are there for. Just to say yes and come and pick up the Prime Minister for robbing this country.
What we have is a lot of reporters.
Yeah.
Yes, a lot. Yeah,
we have a lot of reporters who report on what is happening, but not people who are journalists who analyze the situation and do the research, investigation, and realize that this is going to take Jamaica down the wrong path. This is giving
even
one
them
man.
I forget
Yes.
So even them I forget education too. Even them have to be educated too. Yeah, man.
Yeah. So some of the members of parliament, we need to get them in a classroom, in a symposium.
Yeah.
Yeah. And give them a lecture on what is happening with this bill.
Yeah, man. Them themselves don't understand.
A question for Ralston before I go.
Yeah.
He commented on it some weeks ago, but after ask again. For this year, how much do we earn from exporting?
For the first 11 months of last year, $1.5 billion.
How much we pay for oil in the same period of time?
$1.6 billion. I pay $1.9 billion for food. I pay $1.9 billion for food and $2.1 billion for intermediate goods and raw materials.
We need a march.
March.
We need education.
From the Minister of Finance?
No. Missing in action.
No, you see.
Yeah, missing in action.
Raleigh, hold on, Marshy, hold on. Because you see, Honorable Favour Williams need to be called to books. And she need to be reprimanded and maybe even censored by the parliament. You cannot be coming to the parliament and make these statements. The government have the wherewithal and the capacity to deal with oil any price it reach on the world stage. JPS will get $450 million from the multilateral. It means that she just come to the parliament and talk anything where she feel like.
Nonsense, yeah.
It don't have to be facts.
And furthermore, come out quick and give somebody else a chance.
Yes.
No. Darrell Vaz and them together lend JPS $150 million. You know that there are some place in St. Elizabeth don't get back light yet. There are some places in Sabamar don't get back light yet. And there's some other places not get back light yet. When Gilbert destroyed Jamaica, the entire Jamaica Gilbert destroy, you know. So we want about Edward Seaga, not my favorite person. You know, at the time, I want people, because some people not have no good memory. You know
Hold on.
that when
Marshy.
Gilbert destroyed, yeah.
You have places like Bruford, Rosehill, Witton, Caledonia, Highgate, Chilton, Mount Blessed, Top Road, Darlingston Line, Hopewell, Dillon, Bigswood Line, Content Line, Shafton, Ensfield, Lennox, Bigwood, Hopeton, Brighton, Robbins River. If I ever tell you some more place, all of them places have no line yet. Cave Mount, Kentucky. All of them places the way you hear me a call.
Those people,
no
those
get no
people
light yet.
Those people taxpaying dollars went to lend JPS 150 million so that we can get back light.
But you see, that's what, hold on, that's why the opposition was asking, how would JPS get the remainder? Because what happened is that the help that JPS got, they could only pay them for 2 months. So the man them gone, and it's just the skeleton staff that JPS have here is now working. So JPS did need more money.
Yep, and the JPS had to write off $3.5 billion last year.
$3.5 billion in what? Debt?
No, because of the destruction of equipment and lost revenues and all of them things.
Coming out of Beryl.
Yeah.
Now, Ralston, you have the memory of an elephant. So you can help me with this one, because me not think enough of Jamaica people know of one. When Hurricane Gilbert blew, you remember it was only one government we never have our opposition in the house?
Yeah, man, 1988, September,
yeah. So it was the GLP alone.
GLP alone control all hours. It was 60 that time, 60 seats. GLP control all of them. You know that despite of that, you know that Edward Siaga did reach out to Michael Manley in the rebuilding of Jamaica?
Yeah, man.
He did.
More intelligent leader.
Yes,
more
believe
intelligence.
me, that's what the man did. Edward Siaga, we have to give that to him. Not my favorite person, I tell you. But
more competence and more intelligence.
If never in the house, he did boycott the 83 election. So Siaga could do anything that he want. But yet Siaga reach out to Michael Manley and they rebuild Jamaica. No, this house now is 35. What we have now, 35, 28 or something to that effect.
Yeah.
This current government leave out the PNP out of it. And the PNP sit back and fiddle them thumb. And come on, man. Enough is enough. We cannot allow, and this man's a billion I go build back. And make the government continue to behave like the entire island. Melissa did destroy. A 6 parish Melissa licked down the country. Town never know. Say Melissa, they hear that from the news. Kingston Central, the part of St. Catherine never know say Melissa come. And the man keep going on like that the entire place. Melissa mash up. Stop fooling the people. PNP, get up off our own sit plan. Time come.
All right, Marshy.
All right, boss.
Yes.
Yeah, man. Raleigh, if we allow the Prime Minister to take on $500 billion all by himself, and after 2 or 3 years, the money is unaccounted for, what possibly could happen?
Well, I mean, all it means at the bottom is that we're going to have more poverty and all of the things that will come with poverty. That is why we cannot allow that to happen, because when we say his track record in terms of accountability is not good, and competence in managing $500 billion, him not have that level of competence. So what I said to you, so we can't wait till that happen. We have to prevent it from happening. Simple. Yeah, because we have all of the track record and the research to demonstrate what will happen.
And for those who are not aware, him also put a clause in there that even if something go wrong and you try the CEO or anybody, any work of NARA, find them guilty, him can indemnify them.
Yeah. And we have to pay the legal bill. That can't work. Double jeopardy. We can't work with that. No, man. We can't work with that, man. Madness that, man. We're an intelligent nation, you know. We can't work with that.
The man
You
set up a
underestimate
thing.
everybody intelligent.
The man set up a thing when he can thief the whole $500 billion. And
That
nobody
can't
will
work.
go to prison for it.
Yeah, man. That cannot work.
Based on this bill that is presented between the CEO and the Prime Minister, they can thief the whole $500 billion, and we have to just hug it up if this bill pass as is.
Yeah, man. It can't work.
What a piece of brazenness.
Yeah, man. It cannot work, man.
And when him take Jamaica for such a fool rally, when him
That's
realize that we so fool.
Well, remember, say, the Auditor General said we can't account for $3 trillion already. No? So to him, $500 billion and nothing because the Auditor General said overall we can't account for $3 trillion and nothing happened to nobody. Everybody's still there. We don't hear nothing, in fact.
About 900 billion out of it in a FEMA office, you know.
Yeah, man, and the Ministry of Health and all of them places.
Is a big part of that amount of that money that the account, the accountability process can't come to the fore.
So the man must take off that because them things happen and nobody not pay the Auditor General no mind. Nobody not do that.
And he win back the election.
Yeah. And nobody not pay the Auditor General or the Integrity Commission no mind. The public not pay them no mind. The public not interested. So the man must feel like him can do that, man.
This
all
is
the big man them
an inch, then take a yard.
Yeah, all of the big man them will represent Umbrella Group, PSO, JMA. Them not say nothing about it. University of the West Indies not say nothing about it. So the man does feel like say you can't just do anything. All the so-called wealthy people, they don't care.
They're not looking.
Yep. So I feel like him can't do that. Yep. Because nobody not say nothing.
We have a call on the line. Caller, good evening. Welcome to Talk Jamaica.
Yeah, evening, Colin.
Bless up, man.
Yeah, man. Bless up.
Colin.
Yeah.
You ever hear this target? Procrastination is the thief of time.
Oh yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
All right. How long this man put this bill forward? About 3 weeks now.
Well, he mentioned it in the budget presentation, and they wanted to table it.
That time not yet. That time not April. That time not March.
Yeah, but when him going at it never ready. So them withdraw it.
Right.
And come back with it week before last. And then last week it get tear up.
Okay. So here what I say now.
Yeah.
The man them to the bill. Go through the bill in the house. Tear up the bill. I said this last week, you know. People are gonna listen to you. But not everybody can listen and understand.
Yeah, man.
What it got the people who have to advocate, because it is obvious now that legacy media, as they call them, is not going to go there. Legacy media is not going to go there and advocate, you know, brother. As it relates to the bill, you know. So the people who we have to depend on now are the opposition.
Yes.
Because of them go through the bill. Brother, the man them supposed to they all over the place. They talk about the bill. That people broke it down, that people can't understand the bill.
Same to me, said to brother. Same so. Yeah, man. I'm lazy, man.
Well, guess what? Hold on. Raleigh, hold on. Carla, hold on. The debate is not yet complete. And Tuesday, some more opposition spokespersons are going to be making their contribution to the bill. And I guess they want to wait and see what the government is going to do, because the opposition leader suggests to the Prime Minister that the bill must go to a joint select committee at the Parliament, so as to go through it that civil society can also play a role. All interested parties can have a say in the bill and how the bill is drafted. So I guess they're going to wait and see the posture of the government after Tuesday's sitting of the House of Parliament.
Well, here's the thing now, Colin. Just as a man said,
Hold on the caller. Go ahead, Raleigh.
just as the man said, procrastination is a thief of time. The government's response to what the opposition said will also be influenced by the public response. So the opposition should be on the radio today or somewhere saying to the people, these are the reasons why we oppose the bill. This is what we recommend that the Prime Minister does. You follow me? So you have to educate the public and bring the public along with you, because the man them already have the numbers in the parliament. You have to get public opinion by your side. Yep.
Yeah.
So you can't just wait and see what them are gonna do. Because you see what them doing other things already, them just ignoring the parliament and do whatever them do. So you can't because you already have that information about them behavior. So you have to go to the public and bring the public by your side and educate the public about the thing. Yeah? Because only public opinion them afraid of. Them not afraid of you. Them have the numbers, so them just go past you.
You think we should extend an invitation to the opposition leader tomorrow evening?
Yeah, man. Him should even wait for you for him should not wait for you for calling.
Class by class.
Yeah. Yeah. Him should have been the one who will call you. Him should even wait for you for calling. When I make the excuse to them for do the work, brother. Him should have called you and him should have go to the public. Him should have a public broadcast. Why things were Marshall mentioned a while ago. In the 1980s, when Michael Manley was in the parliament, every Sunday used to come and say, my fellow Jamaicans, this is this is that, this is that, this is that, this is that. We're not getting that from the opposition. The one speech in a parliament every week that now gonna work, brother, because the public now listen to parliament. You have to bring the public along with you. You have to go to them.
Yes. So we have to get them out now between today.
I'm just believe the man them lazy here, sir.
But I guess there's some level of downheartedness, because if the Prime Minister been doing all kind of shenanigans and win back the election, that would make anybody get downhearted still in a rally.
Colin.
Yes, sir.
Listen this. You watch American politics, right?
Yes.
Colin.
Yes. Hold on the rally.
When the Epstein file it will come out.
Yeah.
Remember now, the Republicans control all three branches of government.
Yes.
In the United States. The Democrats were, in essence, they don't have no power. But you know what they did? They never stopped company airwaves and apply pressure. And at the same time, look for ways in which they could go around what Republicans were coming with. Eventually, pressure
bus pipe.
And yeah, Jamaican terminology, there's a pressure bus pipe.
Mm-hmm.
At the same Donald Trump who never want to release the thing, release it. Even though he not release all of it, he have to release it. If the man them sit down, brother, and say them going to play downhearted, why 400 and much thousand people vote for you? You go downhearted with them, the 400,000 people who vote for you? You have to get up and stand up and be counted. In a them time, you have to be counted. You can't just sit down and then you go to Parliament Tuesday, couple of hours speak, and you just left it at that. Every YouTuber, look how much YouTuber out there, they bat for the PNP. One representative, one MP supposed to depend. Every one of them supposed to coordinate because they need to say the same thing and go out there and spread the message. You can't and put the government under pressure. You can't just load the things up. Because what the man then decide to pass it, Colin?
They're going to pass it.
Right?
Yeah.
That's the point.
They're going to pass it. So when Monday, when Tuesday come, when Wednesday come, or whenever, then go back to Parliament. And the next opposition people them talk. Them can force through the bill just the same way. Yes, they're going to end up in a court and whatever. But put them under pressure for now. Go tell the Jamaican people what is happening and make them see for themselves. Can't just sit down, so brother.
All right, sir. I hear you.
Colin.
Yes, Raleigh, go ahead.
Just as an example, why think the Donald want an off-ramp for the war? Public opinion.
Public pressure.
Exactly.
Public pressure. Exactly. Remember, the public are the constituents, now the public are the customer. So the man have to go to the public, brother. Yep.
Yeah.
All right, caller. Thank you for the call.
Yeah, man, cool.
Yeah. Raleigh, in terms of this oil issue that we're having on the world stage, do we have enough money to buy oil to satisfy the market? Hold on, caller.
If you plan for drain the reserves. And the more the reserves go around, and the more them attack the dollar. If as me I tell you what happened last week, the Bank of Jamaica, the money was them I sell was for end users, you know. Yeah?
Yes.
And you still have excess demand. So unless you plan to drain the reserves, then you're gonna have a problem. For the oil bill for the first 11 months of last year at $60 and change per barrel was 1.6 billion. Now at $100 per barrel. If you were to extrapolate that, you will pay 40% more, which carrying out the region at $2.5 billion, $3 billion. You now have them kind of money that you have to go to the reserves, feed down the 90 million of the money put in last week out of the reserves, them take it, you know. So the reserves I take time, I dribble down, and you not earn nothing. So if I bring it simple, it's like you have your yard and you take out more money out of your savings and you not earn the money. You can't continue that forever. And man, them say even if the war done tomorrow, oil prices are gonna still stay high because of the destruction of oil facilities in the Middle East. Destruction of oil facilities in Russia, because we only watch the Middle East, but in Russia, Zelensky do a whole lot of damage to Russian oil facilities because them say Putin make a whole lot of money off of the oil to attack them. We have to look on the big picture. You can't man run country and I look on the world. You know. Them man not look on the world. They don't know where going on the world, but them run country. So it's like you run the house and you don't know where going out the road. I joke thing them.
Caller, good evening. Go ahead, please.
Good evening, Colin. Good evening, Ralston.
Welcome to Talk
to
Jamaica.
Good evening.
All right. What I want to say first, you see, the issue that Ralston keep raising about Michael Manley usually come on radio on Sunday and he usually say what we need to say in could reach the people. Or we need to understand this is in the 70s there wasn't any other source of information. It was just the one station, the one radio station and the one TV station. So people had no other means to get anything else. There wasn't the internet, so there wasn't this multiple stream of media outlets or even entertainment. So we never have TikTok, we never have Facebook, we never have Instagram, we never have YouTube. So it was just only the radio that you could get information from. So that's why it was effective for Michael Manley. In this time right now, it is going to be harder because people have so much things to grab them them attention. If they're not interested, they can't force them because
but you have to make it available though, caller.
Long messages.
You have to make it available.
Well, it's even better now.
The PNP is putting out messaging because I said Peter gave Ferguson with something that she have on the PNP Instagram page. And I'm watching them, but if people don't want information, you cannot force them. And Jamaican people do not care. So we could have talked to Blue. They don't care. There are too many distractions right now that is holding the Jamaican people hostage. They do not have an appetite for protest. Just notice the stuff that Jamaican people protest. They protested George Floyd. How did that affect us in Jamaica? When Jamaican police are killed left, right, and center, none of them come out and protest police brutality in Jamaica. They didn't protest that, but they protested Black Lives Matter for George Floyd. They protested the flag over embassy, the gay flag over embassy. How does that affect any of them life? It doesn't affect them one bit, but the things that are out there that is affecting them on a daily basis, they do not care. They don't care. Even when they see them on the internet as of lately. Jamaica, stop. Jamaica is a real place. Jamaican people do not care. They're so caught up in Jeffrey case right now, wanting to hear the mix-up with all of this thing going on. You hear any of the social media influencers that talk about any of this stuff? They don't care. They might protest Palestine, they might protest Israel, but everything that is happening in the country, they don't care. They are not paying attention to anything that is happening around them because there's so many distractions. Even though, yes, the PNP need to go out there and put boots on the ground, but if they do that, you're going to hear that they're trying to strike, they're trying to get political points. So if the people do not get up, because all the protests that are going on in America right now, they're not being led by the Democrats. The Democrats are invited to the protest and they show up. It's the people, the No Kings protest, it's the people them put them on, it's the people them find them groups and they say, here, well, this is what we're going to do. We're going to farm this and we're going to have No Kings protest on this day, and they go out and they invite the Democrats. If they want to come, they come. It is not the political people that are going to start the protest. Is the people need to get up, and if they do not care, no matter what the PNP say, no matter how much messaging they go out with, they're not going to do anything. They're not. Jamaica does not have an appetite for protest.
Really? You
so
agree
it's
with
not
that?
going to happen.
Well, yeah, my point on that now. What I said, the monopoly in the 1970s. What I say now is that you have more information channels. What I say is that the man them need to use up them channels them more. And we also say that the man them need to personally go to the people them in our town hall meetings and community meetings and all of those things. Because a lot of the things that are taking place, the people don't understand. So them don't know what to protest about. So the opposition have to still take the lead in developing that level of consciousness where we get the people them out there, because the majority of the people them don't understand what's going on.
And that is understandable, Ralston. But as I said, even with the press conferences that the PNP are holding, the Jamaican people are not watching, because I see the amount of people that is on the YouTube channel. Sometimes it's like 500 people when PNP keeping the press conferences on the YouTube channel.
But that's
the
why
media house is not even attending.
But that's why
they're asking
Carla,
one question and things that don't concern the last time when PNP kept a press conference, they made it known what the press conference was about. And the big sour one from over nationwide come and ask about Marky G integrity something. They don't care.
Yeah, so that is why the whole thing and the press conference mechanism not going to work, and that is why we are said to yourself. They need to go to the people them personally. A long time we are telling that and talk to the people them in town hall meetings. If you notice when they have
hold on, Carla. Go ahead, finish rally.
Yeah, if you notice when they have the political campaigns, how much people turn out. The people are more likely to turn out physically when them see you physically on that alley. Yeah? Them now listen to press conference on them today, because the media are gonna be the one who transfers the press conference. People don't have time for waste on them today. But if you go to the people them personally, yeah, them will come out.
Some mass rally.
Yep.
Ralston.
Yeah, them kind of thing that you can't wait to
work. Let me tell you why that is not going to work. Jamaica only show it in masses like that for political meetings when it is election time, because they're being paid. They're not going to turn up for a town hall meeting. Just like how them turn up in an election time for them mass rally here, they're not going to turn up for a town hall meeting in their masses like this, because they're not being paid for it.
Well, guess
if they
what,
want
Carla?
the information, they can get it, because the information is where they are. They're on the internet every single day,
But
and the information
Carla,
is on the internet.
So Carla, the opposition have to use this platform, Andre Stevens' platform,
but they're using it, Colin.
Rattigan
they
platform,
are using it.
We and Lonesome platform. You have to just go everywhere and get it out there, because
but they are using it.
I use all of the platforms.
Yeah, you have to get it
out there.
Colin, I see them on your channel. I see them on Andre channel. I see them on Perry channel. I see them on Rattigan channel. They are using the platform. The information is on the internet, where Jamaican people them sit down and live every single day. They live on the internet, and the information is there, but they don't want the information. If they don't want the information, there's nothing the PNP can do that is going to have them act. They have to want it for themselves. They have to realize that they're in a predicament situation right now, and they need to do something for their own, or else it's not going to change.
We're not denying that the people need to wake up, but we are saying that somebody going to have to wake up them people.
They need leadership.
Yeah, man, them people are fast asleep.
So, Colin, you feel like you now wake them up? You feel like you're not doing the job of waking them up?
I am doing
Jamaica
as much.
is so political.
Leadership very important.
Jamaica is so political. They are not going to listen to the PNP because they're so political. Every single time the PNP open their mouth, you hear them try put politics and them try score political points.
PNP out there that not getting the message that wanted to, Carla. May I tell you that? Whole PNP out there where if you get to them, they will listen and you can mobilize. May I tell you, I still believe that we can mobilize and get more people awakened. Yeah, man.
Me, I see it happen.
400,000
Jamaican people is in a slumber right now.
Yeah,
Jamaica is in a slumber right now.
People voted for the PNP in the last general election.
And those 400,000 people are listening. They are listening. Is the one them that is undecided that is the problem, and the labor right them who so diarted.
If you get 15,000 out of that per a march, that would be a massive march.
How many times? All right, let me say something to you. Nobody is saying that the PNP is no need to go out there and do more. Right? They can and they must. But it's at the end of the day, it is on the people.
Yeah,
It is
man.
on the people to stand up for themselves.
We know that the people is a major part of the problem, Carla. We're not going around that.
How many times have you seen protests for a good cause in Jamaica? The little pit them we are dead. How many people is to turn out for these protests?
And that's why I said earlier, it looked like our bloodline I get weak. Kind of Paul Bogleness and no nanniness, no, in a way. We just take
we
any
do
anything.
not have it anymore. We don't have the rebellious spirit anymore because we're losing our culture. We're losing our culture day by day, and that is why we are where we are right now. Because we're losing our culture. We have no identity anymore. None whatsoever. And we don't care what is happening. As I said, every day Jamaica is on the internet. They are on the internet. The information is on the internet. The PNP is putting out the information. But if I don't want it, there's nothing you can say or do to make me take that information. It is there because I see it every single day.
All right, Carla.
On every single internet, on every TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, it is there everywhere. It is there for us.
All right, thank you.
But if we don't want it, then there's nothing we can do.
All right, blessings, my lady. Raleigh, you think we can do more? Raleigh? Is where Raleigh gone? I think the opposition can do some more, but I will admit that the opposition is doing, and I am not going to say that we now do nothing. I'm not saying that, but I'm just saying that we can do some more. We need to get more done, and we need to get to the people. Because, you see, I believe, I believe we are at a stage where you hear them say Jamaica stop. I believe that we are at the stage really where Jamaica need to stop. What say you?
Of course, and I'm saying to you, the general view of the public is no better, not there. Yeah? So we can't say, boy, we are waiting for the public to mobilize themselves. They need leadership. Everywhere you go, you need leadership. We lose our culture. We're going to lead the cultural revolution. So we agree on all of those things. But you have to have leadership.
Yeah, man.
We're going to lead the people. So historically, you have to have leadership. Simple. Historically, you have to have people. Yeah, Jesus come and mobilize the people, and other leaders come and find people are going to need mobilization and leadership. They're not going to do it on their own.
Is Paul Bogle mobilize them or not be a rebellion?
Yeah. Marcus Garvey. Yep. People, you have to have leadership.
Bogle got his men and they march all night to the vestry house where they claim their right. The Monday morning was choppy clear when the men from Stony got drew near, clenching their sticks in their farmers' hands to claim their rights in their native land. How many mourned and many were dead. That very day when the vestry flame rose red, it was chopping and shooting, and when it done, Paul Bogle and his men knew they had to run. It was never Paul Bogle alone.
Yeah, man,
but
leadership.
Guess what? Paul Bogle provided the leadership.
Leadership, yeah, man.
Leadership have to be provided.
Yeah, man, you have to have leadership.
Hello, caller, good evening. Caller, good evening. Still having a problem with this.
And by the way, Colin.
Go ahead.
By the way, Colin.
Yes,
it's not only, again, it's not only political leadership, Civil society leadership is also lacking.
Yes.
Academic leadership is also lacking. So it's leadership right across the board. Private sector umbrella leadership is also lacking right across the board. Yeah. So the country have a leadership problem.
Let's take a call. Yes, caller, good evening.
Good evening, Colin. Good evening, Mr. Ralston.
Yes, good evening.
No, Colin.
Yes.
I understand what the lady is saying, and it's very frustrating to see the people at this point in time. Again, I say, at this point in time, still sit back, laid back. But however, we have to forge ahead. We have to.
Mm-hmm.
We can't watch them. Those who know better, do better. I am someone in the diaspora. And if a march call right now, me ready. Me take time off. Because it will impact me as a Jamaican living in the diaspora until we see ourselves, our generation, our children, grandchildren, in the light of all that is happening with Jamaica.
Yes.
And put ourselves there, then it won't be better. But again, those who can move ahead, let's move ahead. Don't just stay on the negative, that the people not coming out. Remember, someone like Martin Luther King, when he was there out on his march, and that very famous speech, the crowd was there with him. It takes a leader. It takes someone to be there. It takes someone. And I believe at this time, Mark Golding can call a rally in halfway three. Some people might say, oh no, it's not Marky G to start it. I am saying at this critical point, yes, he can call a rally and say, put it on all the medias. This rally is for Nara. Nobody think about the P and the J right now. We are Jamaicans, and how it is going to affect you, the impact, the implication further down the line. I think he can do that. Yes. And if he call it, the people will go, I believe. I'm trying to think differently about what move can happen, what other steps can be taken to have the people come together. And I believe if he's out there or someone else from the People's National Party, they will go. Take away, tell them.
Somebody have to do it.
This is about your future.
Yeah.
What is it, Colin?
Somebody have to take the lead.
Sure.
Somebody have to take the lead.
Colin.
Yes.
Because I am nervous, Colin. Because remember, when they were ending, the meeting in Parliament, they say they're coming back this week.
Yes.
And Green said to pass the bill. Green said to pass the bill.
Yeah, man. They want Juliet to pass it.
Yes, Juliet Holness was mad. She was upset because she was in a rush to pass the bill. All of them was in a rush. And I'm very nervous that come this week, when they convene again, they're going to pass that bill. Because guess what? You think they must see that the PNP is kind of complacent? Yeah, man. Them see because they know what can happen as opposition, especially Andrew when they were in opposition. And him say all of that now. Why you think Juliet is misbehaving so much in Marky G?
I want to say something to the people in the chat room. People now got just go road, so they have to be called to action. Yeah, somebody have to call the people to action. People now got just go out there without the thing organized, right? And one of the most organized body we have on the island is the two political parties, both the PNP and the GLP. So they are in the best position right now, the PNP, because the PNP have membership, and as me say, over 400,000 people voted for the People's National Party in the last general election. So somebody must take the lead and call the people of Jamaica to action. Yeah, man.
You see, people must not see it as being too much on the PNP. They are in the opposition, and this is their time to shine, even to be the best and strongest opposition party.
Well,
because of all the things Andrew Holness is going on with the corruption.
I tell you something.
At least
I want to tell you something, and I hope I'm not taking tales out of school. But the party leader spoke at the NEC today, and he said that the PNP is in a position to basically bring Jamaica together and on board now. I am hoping that means that he is ready to call the people to action. He sounded that way to me today. All right, caller.
Yes, Colin. At this time, the people must be called to action. But Colin, what about the young arm of the PNP group out there? Because
the caller was telling you that
NARA will affect them in the future, you know.
Yeah, man, and the caller was
they should be out.
The caller earlier was telling you that they put out a video. That the PNP wire has also put out a video about the NARA. Hopefully I can find it in a little while so I can get some legs as well. All right, thanks for the call.
They need to be on the street too. All right, thank you.
Yeah, man. Hold on there, Raleigh. Let me see if this thing will work. The straight call, them might give me a problem. We're hearing the callers, but the caller's not hearing me. And I don't know why. Hello? Hello? Straight call, them might give me a problem. We're hearing the callers. Hello, go ahead, caller. Just speak. Say your piece.
Over there. Hello?
Go ahead and say your piece.
Hello?
That's the problem. The caller's not hearing me.
Hello?
Yes, caller. Go ahead. Hold on. You hear me now? But hold on, we not hearing you in the system. Yes, caller, go ahead. Hold on. Yes, caller, go ahead, please.
Good evening, Mr. Ali.
Yeah, man, good evening.
Hello?
Go ahead, caller. Go ahead and talk. Just go ahead and say your piece. We're listening to you.
Good afternoon, Colin. Sir Alston, how are you doing?
Yeah, man, blessings.
Yes. Colin, I don't hold the same view that the opposition is complicit, because the opposition have spoken on every single critical issue that surfaced, right? The biggest problem in Jamaica right now in terms of the fact is I'm not getting enough support from mainstream media, the exception of Dino. Because if you notice when something, even look on the issues with the Integrity Commission, right? The opposition was on that every day. But when you look on how it is carried on the news, it probably will make the news today. Tomorrow you don't hear nothing about it. When you look on how the US run them thing, you know, it's when something happen up there, CNN or one of them other news media, they're not coming out fight until them get some action, right? That is not happening in Jamaica right now. So the opposition start to get more support from the mainstream media, just like how them get a lot of support from social media. It's a different thing. The other problem is that when you have a society with a low literacy rate,
yeah,
and you have a corrupt government with a lot of money, that is another problem, because from the people, money can play a big part in swaying them. So that is a big problem. We need first, that literacy thing in Jamaica is a big problem right now. So that is my take.
Go ahead, Raleigh, if you want to respond to that.
Yeah, so what I'm saying now, in terms of leadership. So when I want the people and believe, say, you just have politicized this thing. This is a macroeconomic issue where going to affect generations to come. Now, I say, during the 1970s, places like the University of the West Indies used to play a big role in terms of macroeconomic planning. Man like Mike Ritter, Norman Gervan, George Beckford, and them man there. The trade union movement, get me, I said to you, All Right Thompson, yeah, and them man there, Upton, Caven, and all of them man there, yeah. The private sector with people like Carlton Alexander and all of them man there. So I said, the opposition needs to be working in conjunction with all of those people, because this is not a political issue. Yeah, so some people want to politicize it and look like that. It's a national issue. Yeah, so that's at the level what we're talking about. Yep, that is what we used to have in the 70s, what we now have right now. The university now playing a major role in macroeconomic planning. We now hear from the trade union movement. We now hear from Patrick Hilton up at PSOJ. So we need to mobilize all them people, because it will affect all of them. It's a national issue. It's not a partisan issue. We borrow money from multilateral agencies, IMF, World Bank. Yeah, Caribbean Development Bank of the Caribbean, IADB. This is a national issue. So the man them need to mobilize all of them people, brother. That we're talking about.
Go ahead, caller.
Don't politicize it and make it look like that PNP, JLP thing. Yeah.
Go ahead, caller.
Good evening, sorry. Good evening. Yeah, man. My thing
Yeah,
about
man.
it now, when they have a press conference, they're supposed to have a breakdown for that big screen and show the people what Nara have Nara to do. That they don't have it to break it down and so people can see and read. It's not nowhere. Because Jamaica public now read a lot. Not to break it up to people who are read. But
Caller, we're hearing you still enough. Hello, good evening, caller. Go ahead, please. Welcome to Talk Jamaica.
Hello.
Go ahead, caller. We are hearing you.
Yes. Yes, Colin.
Yes, go ahead. We are listening to you.
I don't know what they're going to speak for. Believe me, I don't understand the people.
Your background very noisy. If you have us on a speakerphone, please take us off the speakerphone. Hold on. Go ahead, caller.
I will try to talk about certain things. And as you start to talk about it, people start. Tempe is no different from the labor, right? They would do the same way. And so, I don't know. I think they're going to have a hard time to get out to the people and for the people to educate more. For them just think about party line, and that's what they're thinking about. Just party. Although when Andrew Holness was opposition, I think he was doing a good job. He chat and quarrel about everything, but I don't know, maybe marketing need to get out some more. But believe me, I'm trying to but the people then. You can't say nothing as you say anything, then start about political things and this and that. So that's what mashing up Jamaica was too political, and that's what mashing talk. So
all right,
I don't know. I'm fed up, I'm tired. I'm hungry. So we can't talk about nothing. Believe me, Colin, we can't talk about nothing at all. If you start talking about water, you talk about anything, then start jumping. PNP don't know better. And then now better, can't talk about nothing at all. So we don't know. The problem needs our education, that's it.
But caller, you can't be afraid of people saying that you are political, you know. All of us have our political preferences. When we come out with the gas, say the government should move the gas tax, the cap on gas, on a liter of gas. Daryl Vaz say, I am a political activist. All I say, yes, I am a political activist, and so are you. Argument done.
The people calling the people them so political, then there might be people who may talk, people who don't vote. And I guess they're not listening. They're not.
Hold on, caller. Let me tell you something. Every single Jamaican have a political preference. We are either Labourite or PNP. Nobody no depend on fence. Anything you hear them say, then depend on fence, them are Labourite.
I know that, but really, but I don't know what marketing need to do. I guess you need to go there and do like Andrew when he made in opposition.
All right, we're going to take our next call. Thanks for the call. Caller, good evening. Go ahead. We have Ralston Hyman on the line. We're listening to you.
evening, Mr. Ben.
I said, go ahead, caller. We are listening to you.
Hello.
Caller, go ahead. We are listening to you. Ralston is hearing you. I am hearing you. Go ahead.
Yes, good evening. My take on it whole situation is that the last election, I think PNP did well. What is the resources of the JLP? Why we lose the 4 seat? And I think now with the base that we have to
mobilize the younger generation, because I remember said the landscape of the Michael Manley PMP, it changed, you know. The generation change, it get older. Right? So PMP have a lot of work to do with the young people. And I think because they don't understand what is going on. And that's so the JLP a play. I try to educate the younger people, them and tell them say PMP are the worst thing.
Yeah.
And they mash up this, and I try to lead them away from the PMP by using their resources. Right? So they might play that kind of politics. And I think with the last election, we have to hold on banner base there. I was strong there so with the wall ahead, and some young people come on, but we have to gravitate to the younger and need some education to educate and bring them along. And that is my take. I think that is what the JLP is doing. Try to educate the young and brainwash them to come hold on from JLP.
That is the argument. They're brainwashing them. They're not educating them. Are they indoctrinating them with some false news and all of that? Thanks, caller. 876-804-7072. Good evening, caller. Go ahead. Ralston Hyman is on the line. Colin Bell. This is Talk Jamaica on PortlandspiceTV.
Colin and team. First time calling. I'm a young Jamaican. Never voted before, but I have a lot of persons like myself, but we don't really see proper leadership out here in which we have a defined plan for Jamaica. A lot of persons that we see there, it's like a pirate thing. You go into the politics, you just make some money for yourself, and based on what we are seeing right now, what we want is that somebody come after the rally, Jamaicans together, and have a clear vision forward for the country.
How old are you, caller?
How old am I? This year I'm 30 years old.
You're 30 years old and you have never voted, and you're saying that the two parties are the same?
Based on what we see as young Jamaicans, I have a lot of persons in my age group who see things the same way. And there's good and bad in each party. I don't say that doesn't exist. But based on what we see right now, we need proper leadership. I appreciate what the opposition is doing right now, but we want more of that to rally Jamaicans so Jamaicans can actually understand what is happening in the country and want a clear plan going forward.
All right, my brother. We'll talk again. Give thanks for the call. Raleigh, you listen. The man say I'm 30 and him not see proper leadership. I don't buy into that kind of argument. When I hear that kind of argument, I think something different. But
yeah, but you know, as him said, majority of his counterparts are saying thing. So that is why we tell about the leadership. You have to find a way to change them from thinking that way. But so the young people them think for really true. That is why them not interested in voting and all of them things. And that is why we have the low voter turnout, 39% on them things, because nobody now lead them. Them think so them think the thing works. None of them no better. So I'm in a business with nothing. Trust me. Because of what them surround them.
Do you think though that they have a full grasp of the ills that are happening to Jamaica right now? Because if you're really talking about leadership, then you'd want to get rid of this present leadership.
Precisely. And them don't have a full grasp because, as we say again, them now get the information on that. Unlike in the 1970s when the University of the West Indies used to play a major role in economic policy and people are here from Witter, Gervan and all of them things there. Unlike in the 70s when they hear about the trade union powerful, them issue releases by everything. Get me, I say Lassett's, Bedford and Whoopton Cave and all of them man there. Unlike in the 70s when I hear from the private sector, Carter Alexander and all of them man there. You're not getting that kind of information right now. All you get is what you get from the government. Yeah? unlike in the 70s and 80s where you have more analytical journalists. We have no reporters. Yeah, so those are some of the problems that we have, brother.
I'd love that caller call me back on WhatsApp so we can have a discussion with him, because when you call me straight, I have to be working the phone. There's something wrong with the phone, and when you call me straight, the caller's not hear me. But we have a caller. Go ahead, caller. Good evening. Welcome to Talk Jamaica.
Yeah, good evening, Raleigh. Good evening, Shaka.
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
Yeah, man, blessing.
We need the leader to come out, because remember, the people are afraid, you know. They have fear, you know. And when a man like Marky G step out, the rest of people follow. Because them have a fear that them again, and like they don't want to step out, you know.
Yeah, there is a fear factor. There is a fear factor.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So once them know so them safe with a Marky G out and the rest of leader them, MP them will come out. Trust me, they will come out. You know, that's my 2 cents still.
All right, my brother. Enough respect.
Right.
1-876-804-7072. That's the number to call. And I prefer if you call me on WhatsApp. Call me on WhatsApp. We can have a more fulsome discussion where now if you work the phone and I switch between the pages. Hello, good evening. Welcome to Talk Jamaica.
Yes, Mr. Ben.
Yes, I.
Good evening, gentlemen.
Bless up.
All right. Apparently, you guys never hear. Isaac, your MP is doing the rounds yesterday.
Yeah, man. He was on Ratty. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
He was on different stations doing the rounds.
Okay.
And based on what he explained, he's saying they had the numbers, so they're gonna call for the vote. And when them call for the vote, they're gonna get the vote because they have the numbers.
Yes.
He said he is ready to bring them to court, and that's the only way.
Yeah, but you see, we need the people behind these kind of things, that the government start realize that people are pay attention. What the government is used is that, you see, like the brethren a little while we call, we say my 30 never vote yet. Him the government.
Right.
No, me not class him. Not classing him. But the government is aware that they are not paying attention. So if they were paying attention, no, we're talking about the opposition must go out there more. It's not that we are saying that the opposition is not doing, because Mark Holding in the parliament on Tuesday went clause by clause and tear up the bill. So anybody when it really interested and want to know can still go back on YouTube, go find that and watch it, because it's on YouTube. But the government is aware that the youth not paying attention. The government is aware that most people will think them can find them dinner, not pay attention either.
Simple.
You understand?
Mm-hmm.
So the government is aware that there's about 2 million Jamaicans who don't give one iota of what is happening. They are not going to realize what hit them until it slammed them into the wall. And the government know that. So the government have play upon that. So we have got to take it to court. And even when the opposition take it to court and win, a lot of Jamaicans still not realize, say, yo, but something wrong with this government here. Every time the opposition carry them go to court, the government lose. And they still go vote for a government we can't win a constitutional case.
Well, them lose so many already. So the people not really
remember now the government, every member of parliament swear to uphold and defend the constitution. And look how much time this government breached the constitution.
Yeah, but I'm defend the party.
Well, the people really not look on that.
That is the thing, brother.
One struck, political minded, so they're not looking at that.
Yeah, man, and some of them don't care.
Well, maybe more, but more MPs go out there. But
let me say something. Hold on, let me say this. I hope the 30-year-old listen. Anybody in Jamaica who said these two parties are the same, you're a fool and you're a hypocrite. No party in Jamaica, whether GLP or PNP, has ever squandered the amount of money where Andrew Holness and in gang squander. No other government in Jamaica has ever been this corrupt like this government here. So
He don't know the history of him country.
So not even
That's why I'm
previous
saying that.
GLP government, you can't class with this GLP government here.
No, that's not true. This is the worst.
It's the worst
I have ever seen.
Cornwall Regional. Hold on. Cornwall Regional is the mother, grandmother, and great-grandmother of all overruns in Jamaica. So what people talking about, two parties are the same.
No, them just, no. They don't know the history of them country.
They're not looking, brother. But there's none so blind than he who refused to see. Later.
Well, all right. Have a good one.
Yeah, man. Raleigh, no other political party never squander the amount of money where this one squander. None.
Well, it come back again to the point when I tell you about information. Because a lot of them little youth there. Them don't know nothing about them something there. And nobody now tell them about them something there. That's the problem. Them don't know.
Neither, because if them try to find out, them would have
find
out
them not. Yeah. But them more try to survive. Yes. So them not going at them something there. So, yeah, I'm more survival than I think about. Yeah. So that's a part of the problem.
Me not busy with politics. Me not get involved in a politics when politics run the world. Oh, you finna want to get involved in our run the world.
Will affect your life every day. Yeah.
Oh, you finna want to involve in our war to determine your future.
Yeah, man. And your children's future. And your grandchildren's future.
You don't want to involve in our kill off your friend them. Want make the policy because somebody give the police directive, say kill them, ask question after. The only thing that can change that in Jamaica is politics. And you don't want to get involved in it.
The entire world, yeah, man.
Good evening, caller. Welcome to Talk Jamaica.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, man.
Buddy, I want to say with the mainstream media, it's run by most young people, you know, and them are lean to the government. So that's why you know get the question, the hardcore question. When time them go at the press conference.
Some of them are fearful and some of them are looking for food.
Yeah, and it run by the young guys.
Hello, caller. Good evening. Go ahead, please.
Yes, Mr. Bell. Hello?
Go ahead, caller. We're listening to you. Just say your piece.
Yes, the people have to be led. The people have to be led.
If
you observe Digital and KSP, them are still, but them still advertise.
Yes.
You know, commercial. The PNP have to get out. Them have to out in the people's face, you know, and them have to make themselves relevant. I mean, the last election could tell that them increased them numbers from 14 to 28. And if them continue to do what they do, they might get another 14 on top of the 28 the next time around. But they have to put in the hard work. The leadership, which is Mark Golden, have to make himself become in the face of the people and the youth and become more, you know, popular. He must work and work and work. You can't lead the people to lead themselves.
All right, caller. Thank you very much. Anything else you want to say?
Simple. Spot on.
All right, caller. Thanks very much. Yeah, man. I tell people every day, Pepsi is one of the most popular drink. Coca-Cola is one of the most popular drink. And they advertise non-stop. So you have to do that. That is
them in their foundation, man. You don't allow your children to grow themselves. That's why you have parents. That's why everything have a leader. You don't allow your children to grow themselves. You grow them. Yep. That is what leadership is about.
Yeah.
And teach them. Yep.
Yes.
Yep.
Yes.
Every company have to have a CEO who set policy and do all and thing them. That's why you have leadership, man. You can't say I wait for the people to do them own thing. That not gonna work.
Them people them now go out upon them own.
No.
As somebody say a while ago, if they see Marky G out there, they will feel safe. They see Crawford out there, they will feel safe. They see Isaac out there and Angela Brown Burke and Natalie, Nita, Garvey. When they see them out there, people will go. The people went with Paul Bogle. Yeah? The people went with Manani. Somebody have to lead. And then the people
that's why I make it
will follow.
Simple. From creation, that's how the thing go.
Yeah, man. People that follow Jesus go everywhere.
Yeah, man.
Some people say have fish and bread, but they follow anyway.
Same way. A lot of them are follow you for that, but that's how the thing set once you're a leader. Yep.
Yes.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
So, Raleigh, what we must expect this week, you know?
Well, we'll wait and see. The foreign exchange market, where I look for more BOJ intervention in the foreign exchange market because there's excess demand. And one of the anomaly that we have seen, although we have this excess demand, the dollar appreciated on Friday, 157.52. So just imagine that. They might rewrite the laws of economics because you have excess demand and limited supply, yet the price are declined. Oh, you get that? Yeah? So the central bank now manage the reserves properly. Yep.
And you don't have a minister of finance who can give any guidance.
No. So all them thing there. Again, it come back to leadership. Yep.
And the caller mentioned about leadership. I don't know. Where them people are, where them young youth, where them youth are pre. Where them are pre. Because if you're talking about leadership, I mean I beg that brother there to tell some of your friends them to come over here. Come learn some things where I go on. You call already, but I give you. Yeah, hold on, Raleigh. Hold on. Yes, caller. Good evening. Hello, good evening.
Yes, my brother.
Go right ahead, sir.
Yes. You're on your live, right?
Yes, man. Ralston Iman is on as well.
Yes, my brother. What I was saying, right? Okay. When it comes on to, as a matter of fact, why do you think you have a leader?
You have a leader to lead, to provide guidance and direction.
Thank you very much. Okay.
Simple.
And for you to be a leader, you must have a follower, right?
Yes.
That follow you. All right. Okay. So the man is right. The man that just called is right, Because let me say this to you. This is something that I always say to myself, right? The people, I believe the people want to go there now. The people are ready to go there, but they need somebody. They need a backbone who they can lean on and who can stand up here with them.
Yes.
Just like Michael Manley. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah. Hey,
when
Raleigh.
You see a demonstration,
hold on,
Michael.
Yeah. Raleigh. When they were working on the road from St. Thomas into Portland, and the dust was getting rampant and the road was taking forever, we led a protest. And I believe it's one of the longest protests in Portland because I stood there with the people. And they never moved.
Yeah, man.
They never moved. Once I was there, they would move.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
Once them see somebody where when the police come, willing to step in front of them and talk to the police and say, this is why we are here and this is why we're not moving.
Yeah. Peaceful protest.
People need leadership, brother. You're right.
Yeah, man. Well, that's a leadership, my brother. You're a leader. You understand what I'm saying? So when the people see you come out and stand up with them, they're willing to come out and say, yes, we have power, we have strength here.
Yes. Yeah, man.
Mark Bolin, if you are listening, Damian Crawford, Peter Bunting, you name them all who in the parliament, PNP, the PNP heads of us, are for us, right?
All right, my brother, give thanks.
You guys needs to come out answer listening, we are going to stand up. We are going out there and we're going to call out, you know, and,
Yes.
and let the people follow. So, my brother,
Big
this
up
is what
yourself.
we need.
Yes.
You know, and you can pass it on to them, my brother.
Yeah, man.
Thank you very much.
Raleigh, you're about to say something. Go ahead.
Yeah, the point I make is that from creation, you have to have leadership. We all know the stories from creation, from Jesus to Moses to Joshua, all around the place. So that is why I put up a plea for leadership. One thing why this thing is so important. Remember, the world is at a particular stage in terms of the world economy. Everybody has suffered right now. Remember, the economy is down by 7.1% because of Melissa. The money that we get now, that money that Nara gonna spend, is like a last chance to reflate the economy. And now gonna get the kind of support from the world that we are getting now because everything in the world are deteriorate. If we squander this money, our children are going right back into slavery. Just as brutal as that.
Yes.
So this is not a joke business. This is not a party issue for those who are trying to politicize it because that the man them try to do. Them try to politicize everything, forget where them follow. This is a Jamaican issue, whether you're PMP, whether you're JLP, whether you're no P, whether you're black or you're white. You're not going to get this level of support from the world again because the world in crisis. Yeah.
The whole world
so
in crisis.
So we have to make sure we use this money properly. Yeah.
Yes.
So we can't make no one man come say, boy, him alone gonna run this money and we know you now have the competence, both in terms of finance and economics. And additionally, we know that your record of accountability is not good. Yeah. So don't make them come
you're
on.
honest. We not
No,
think
that's
that
the
you're
point I make.
honest.
That is just an elegant
questioned.
Yeah, that's just an elegant way to put it. Yeah. So we have to make sure we do the thing properly. So the opposition leader also need to talk to the people up at PSOJ, talk to the trade union movement, bring in all of them people there because this is a serious issue that affect all Jamaicans, brother. That we're talking about. So we have to look
not
on
just
it and then.
now. It does not going to affect us just now. It's going to affect our future.
Our future. Yep. So we have to make sure we bring in everybody and deal with this thing properly. It's not a political issue. And that is what them do all the while and try to politicize things to get where we follow. We can't make it happen again. It's a whole lot of money, the most money we have ever borrowed in all the life of Jamaica. Yep.
All right,
a
Raleigh,
big issue.
I'm going to make a wrap up because I'm going to be talking to the president of the National Lay Magistrates in a little while. So I want you to wrap up, have a caller, and then let me take the caller first, then you wrap up, and then I go to Miss Paulette Kirkland. Go ahead, caller.
Hello, good evening.
Yes, good evening. Go ahead, please.
Okay. I've been listening to Raleigh and I'm agree with him. Like the PNP need to go out and explain because you know the people they don't understand a lot of big word and them don't know certain things. You understand?
Right.
And I didn't even know that what Marlene was saying. Like she was saying like power. This power. She was talking about this power and what the power can do. I not even know say it was like the Prime Minister have that power until you people start to talk this evening.
Yeah, man, the Prime Minister want to take on some awesome powers to run the NARA. But make we talk again tomorrow evening, all right?
Okay. I would like to talk tomorrow about it, right?
Yeah, man, definitely. We're going to bring somebody to talk about it tomorrow. All right, Raleigh, go ahead and wrap up.
Yeah, so the point I make, we don't want to put you on a political trap. So we need to hear from Patrick Hilton, the president of the PSOJ. We need to hear from Richard Mullins, the president of the Master Builders Association. We need to hear from the University of the West Indies. We need to hear from St. Patrice Ennis, the president of the Jamaica Confederation of Trade Unions. This is not just a political issue. This is a major macroeconomic issue taking place in a global environment that is deteriorating rapidly with each passing day. Jamaica will never be able to get this kind of sympathy support because of Melissa and because of what is happening. So we need to hear from them Monday as to what they are seeing and what's their view on the NARA and get things from them what they believe should be how the thing should be structured. We can't You know what I'm saying? War is too big to be left to the generals alone. Yeah? So this thing is too big to be left to the prime minister alone. We need all Jamaica to help to deal with this thing. Simple.
Respect, my brother. We talk tomorrow.
Yeah, man. Bless.
One love. Ralston, I'm on my people, the top financial analyst in Jamaica and the Caribbean. We are now joined by the president of the Jamaica Lay Magistrate, Miss. Is Miss or Mrs.?
It's Miss.
Miss Paulette
Yes.
Kirkland, celebrating 41 years. Tell us about the celebration, Justice.
Oh, it's been so great. We started on April 12th with our national church service in Lucy, Hanover.
Mm-hmm.
And we had the Custos Anderson Jackson also bringing greetings and message to us. And Reverend Clark, oh, his message was so moving. He challenged us to not sit at the same place. He challenged us as justices of the peace to work differently, to work together as lay magistrates and justices of the peace. And he also said an organization 40 years and more must have been doing something good to have survived this long.
How does one become a part of the Lay Magistrates Association or become a justice of the peace?
All right. So, in order to be a lay magistrate, you would have first have to have been a justice of the peace. So the lay magistrates are those who serve in the courts, in the lay magistrates court and the child diversion court and all of those courts. So you sit as a magistrate, the spirit licensing court. So you must be first a justice of the peace. We all report to the custodies of the various parishes because you are vested as a justice of the peace for a particular parish. Though now your seal would say justice of the peace Jamaica, but you still have to report to a particular custos. So that's how you become a lay magistrate, a justice of the peace, somebody in good standing and all of that.
Help me out here. A JP, a justice of the peace, is not necessarily a lay magistrate. However, you have to be a justice of the peace before you can be a lay magistrate.
Correct.
So tell us the difference.
Oh, well, so as a lay magistrate, so I'm a lay magistrate.
Right.
And I sit every third Thursday of the month. I am in the Kingston Lay Magistrates Court.
Sitting as a judge.
You have various other dates for different parishes that they sit in the parish courts and the lay magistrates court. So you sit and you hear police cases like battered, fighting.
So hold on. This is the court that we call
the petty session first. Yes, but it's now the lay magistrates court.
Oh, okay, so you don't call it when we had the civics, it was petty session.
Yeah.
And the resident magistrate and
no, not resident, lay magistrate.
No, man, hold on, no. I'm just naming the type of courts. So you have the petty session, you have the resident magistrate, the Supreme Court, the appeal court, but it is the justices of the peace who are trained.
Yes, trained.
Deal with the petty session court, what we call then the petty session, which is now the lay magistrates court.
Correct.
How many of you are sold in Jamaica now?
Currently I'd say we have over 500 throughout Jamaica in the various parishes sitting in the courts. So we sit at court calls at 10 o'clock, so you got to be there before 10 and prepare yourself. The clerk comes and speak to you about what is the matters of the day, and then you go through the clerk the day. You have a panel of 3. Since COVID, some parishes have a panel of 2 that sit, but you can't have less than 2 sitting to hear a case.
Do you also participate in mediations?
Yes, we do mediations. Last year, the Lay Magistrates Association of Jamaica was successful in a bid that we put to the UNDP to have a series of training under the Social Justice Program sponsored by Canada. So we did training of our members in mediation, child diversion, dispute resolution, and it was really very successful. And this is coming to complement the programs that the Ministry of Justice and now Constitutional Affairs has been rolling out in the various parishes. So when we train the members, we train the service organization members, they were also able to help with community peacekeeping. You know that Ubuntu circle that we always talk about?
Yeah.
Yes, so we are doing that, and we are highly involved in child diversion session.
Speak to us about some of the achievements of the Lay Magistrates Association over the past 41 years.
Oh, well, through our lobbying and conversations, we had the code of conduct developed and established. We also had the name of the court changed from from petty sessions to lay magistrates. The issuing of seals with particular numbers and letters that used to denote the parish was also something that we instigated. The training for justices of the peace before being conferred as a justice and after was something that we lobbied to government for to have happening. And we have been working in community organizations as mentors and all of those things we have been doing. We have trained last year over 200 individuals, including community and service organization personnel. So we really have been doing quite well. As it relates to how we recognize our justices of the peace and lay magistrates, annually the LMAJ has what we call the Golden Scale Awards Banquet, and we recognize persons on a county basis and on the parish basis. Let us go back to our children. We have an annual essay competition, which helps the children to treat with better speech writing, essay writing, and I'm telling you that we get corporate on board to help with those things.
The job of a justice of the peace is very taxing, and from time to time we hear people are saying that they think that we are at a stage where justices of the peace should be paid or given a stipend or something like that. What say you?
All right, so we who are here, it's a voluntary organization. We really would not want persons to be coming in to say they want to be a justice of the peace because there are those financial gains attached. There are some persons who really can do with assistance. I know that there's a program out of the ministry that when you serve in the courts, there is some stipend that you get. But whilst we know that times are hard, we're not pushing too much for that compensation because we don't want it to be the focus for you to be a justice of the peace. Because people have to know you.
Ms. Kirkland, it's kind of sticky though when you look at even somebody like the custos and the roles and functions of the custos and they are not paid. The custos is basically the representative of the Governor General in the parish. The Governor General is paid handsomely. Don't you think custos should start getting something?
I think there is some stipend that is given to the custodies, but since I'm not at that level...
Teach me, because I never know that. I thought it was still voluntary.
Since I'm not that level, I cannot speak to it. It's outside of my pay grade. So I don't want to get into that at all.
I just have one more thing I want to ask you about. We're seeing a serious trend developing in our schools where we are seeing a lot of school violence and all stuff like that. In what way do you think our justices of the peace can assist with what is happening in our schools today?
All right, so let me use Kingston because I'm a Kingston Justice of the Peace, and I'll share with you the programs that we are doing. We are into primary schools. We're doing mentorship. We go to devotion. We bring persons to speak to them about behavior. We are planning to increase that type of intervention. We work with service organizations to help to create clubs that provide leadership training. And so it is about trying to get the youths to see a different role model. Because you know that this violence, these acts of violence are because of the role models that they have.
So let me just, in closing, go back to where we started. You all were in Portland yesterday Not a lot of people knew that. And you were in Portland today. So just tell us about the whole culmination of your
While
celebration
this
and
month
being in
is the
Portland.
Magistrates Association month, we've had church services all around the countries. Different parishes having church services at different days. But yesterday, we not only sign papers and write recommendations, we also like to have fun. We also like to relax and let down our hair. So yesterday we were in the lovely parish of Portland. We were at the Boston Beach and we were having a ball, domino playing, Ludo, singing and dancing. And I want to share a little thing with you. One of our members even got engaged yesterday there.
I saw it. I saw it. I came up to the gazebo just in time to hear somebody say, "You're going down on your knees?" I said, "What's going on here?" Yes.
Right. So we had a fun day, a fantabulous day yesterday, if there's such a word. And it was just fun and fellowship when I was driving back today, because I stayed over because Portland Parish had their church service at the Shiloh Apostolic Church this morning. And I stayed over for the service. And when we were driving back, the ladies were saying, "Boy, we just had fun yesterday. It was just fun and fellowship and fun and more fun." Because you have to rebuild the energy. You have to re-engage with each other. You have to stop and take that deep breath. And you know the scenery in Portland, what it is like.
Yes, man.
So it was really breathtaking, and it helped us to go back to a level. We had justices from as far as St. Elizabeth, Manchester, Clarendon, St. Mary, Kingston. So we had quite a few. And of course, you know, the Portland persons were there. So we had quite a few justices of the peace out there sharing with us and their family members having fun.
Bless you. Anything you want to say finally before we let you go?
I want us to just understand that being a justice of the peace, being a lay magistrate, is really an awesome responsibility. And sometimes persons don't understand how hard we work as volunteers, because that's who we are. But we are trying to continue that tradition of making the difference in our communities, of uplifting our communities and operating in a particular standard of integrity, and to ensure that all we do can resonate the level of respect that we have for our communities, and we are asking for the reciprocation of that. We are here to work with all organizations, and we know that our custos is the lead justice of the peace in each parish, and we respect that.
So on behalf of our listeners and viewers and subscribers here at Portland Spice TV, let me thank you for your service, and thanks to all your members for your service and doing what you have been doing it for free at our beck and call. Sometimes some people are very unreasonably timed. We turn up at the JP, and like me, when me call my JP, then me want it now.
Yes. Yes.
Again, thanks for your service and thanks to all your members. It's a pleasure talking to you. Blessings.
Thank you for having me. It was my pleasure, because you know I just reached home from Portland.
I figured that much, so that's why I waited on you.
I just reached in.
All right.
All right, then have a good one. We talk again.
Blessings. National President of the Lay Magistrates Association of Jamaica, Miss Paulette Kirkland. They were in Portland yesterday, and I met the lady, beautiful lady, and they were really having a ball at the Boston Beach yesterday, and we thank them for coming. This has been Talk Jamaica for yet another Sunday evening. We'll be with you again tomorrow evening for the Colin Bell Show, when we want to take on the Nara wholesomely, fulsomely, and have some people to talk about it. May the good Lord continue to bless and keep you. Make his face shine upon you and be gracious unto you. The Lord lift up his light and give you his peace. Until we meet again tomorrow evening, if you have not yet subscribed to the channel, please subscribe, like, and share. Become a Portland Spice ambassador. Yeah, man, we are on our way to 10,000 subscribers, and we need less than 50 to get there. Give us a subscription, man, and help we get there. Until we meet again tomorrow evening. Blessings, my people.
Tell them to try pre-we. Big up Portland Spice TV. Tell them to try pre we. Big up Portland Spice TV. Remember to subscribe. See, Portland Spice TV. Louis Culture say it once, so we say it again. Portland Spice TV. We are going to hold them and pop it off. Bogus match where we rip off. Subscribe, share.